How you doing? How you doing?
So Lamar, what's kind of your first impression of your new coach, Jesse Mentor?
Man, cool dude, cool coach, man. Always has a smile on his face. I just told him on the field today, I'm like, every time I come in the building, you always smiling. Like, you don't know what coaches think, he just got a smile on his face, and that's great to have, man.
What do you think of the change? This is the first time we've had the chance to talk to you, where you're dealing with a different coach for the first time.
Yeah, it's different. It's different, new. I feel like everything is new right now, but it's cool. Atmosphere is smooth. Just looking forward to the season now, though. You know, that's all.
Does it feel like it's refreshing or re-energizing or anything like that? I know this time of year is, it can sometimes not feel that way, but does it feel that way to you?
Oh yeah, I'll say yes because new coach, new OC, different new guys in positions. So everything is just new, basically. Besides upstairs, But coaching staff is just new, and I can say it's a breath of fresh air because everything is just new. That's all. That's all.
Obviously, I'm sure you have meetings with quarterbacks in the offense, but have you had much time one-on-one with Coach Doyle about the offense and the vision of what it's going to look like this fall?
Actually, I did. I had quite few conversations with Coach Doyle. Great conversations, man. He wants me involved a lot. Coach Jesse. That's why I believe Coach Jesse brought him along, and having fun with it. All of us having fun with the new system and what he sees on the field and from what he sees on film. So it's great. It's great.
What does that mean to you to have your voice and your fingerprints on that aspect of it? Obviously, you know what you do on the field, but just that aspect of things. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot because I feel like I should know what coach is thinking when he's calling certain players on the field. So it should make my job a lot easier.
Lamar, what's been like working with Declan Doyle so far? And is it weird, or do you notice the fact that you guys are like the same age?
Yeah, I already know. But his title is coach, so I'm gonna still call him coach. But it's cool, man, because like I just said, him seeing things on film and when he calling certain plays, I'm knowing what he's thinking within the play call. So it's just making my job a lot easier, and it's awesome. It's awesome to have.
Lamar last year didn't get the rushing numbers that I guess we're accustomed to seeing from you. Is that something going forward? Do you anticipate still wanting to be a big part of the run game, or is that something that you would like to have as maybe used as an extra weapon?
That's been my thing every year. Whatever it takes to win. So whether I'm running less or running more, it's whatever it takes to win. That's all.
Lamar, what do you think about the team investing so heavily in the offense in the draft, and what have been your first impressions of working with Venga and Jacoby and Elijah specifically?
Well, this is my first week really working with those guys, so it's pretty smooth. I feel like we did a great job, with bringing new guys in, new additions to what we need. So it's smooth so far. Smooth so far.
With before this time, you had been with John Harbaugh your whole career. What was kind of your initial reaction when you found out that he was fired?
I got a lot of respect for Coach. So me just seeing that, man, I was shocked, in a way, in a sense. But I feel like, Mr. Steve, he did what was best for the team. And, I hope coaches have a great time in New York, man. Hats off to Coach, because we did so much for the city, for the team, for this organization. Hats off to him in New York, and we built a lot. We did a lot here.
Did you get a chance to talk to him at all since his departure?
I messaged him. When I found out he was at the Giants, when he got the job at the Giants, I messaged him.
Or without Tyler Linderbaum here, considering the importance of the relationship between center and quarterback, I guess what type of role are you going to have as they work through finding the starting center, and what have you thought so far?
You said my role?
Yeah, are you going to have feedback when it comes to who's at center?
Role.
Oh, my role. Okay. I feel like those guys upstairs do a great job at bringing in people who we need, like I said before. And whatever it takes, man, hopefully we just got to get a guy who's willing to be center, willing to lead the offensive line, and do his job.
Lamar, Eric Acosta has, said it's a goal of his to sign you to a contract extension. It seemed like maybe there was a window in March before free agency that you guys could have done it. What's the biggest barrier in your mind to getting a contract extension done?
I was thinking about how I was going to respond to this question if I got it. But, I'm going to give you the same answer I always give. I just want to keep those conversations private, we restructured the deal, and that's what we have right now. So.
Is there a chance that you could play out this season and just bet on yourself and not sign a contract?
We got the reconstruction done, like I said, Jerry. We just gonna go from there.
Do you feel though? I mean, because it's now 20-some months until you could possibly be a free agent.
Jameson, you're trying to ask the question differently than Jerry just asked me.
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry
that's
about that.
smooth, but I'm gonna give you the same answer.
No, I have a little different question.
All right, go ahead.
Do you still envision yourself long term here with the Ravens?
Absolutely, I love the Ravens. I love this organization. I love this city. This the team that drafted me. Got a lot of love for me, and I believe I got a lot of love for the city and this team as well. So, like I told you, the reconstruction is done. Cool with that, but I love Baltimore. Like, everybody should know that by now.
Lamar, the coaching changes aside, when last season was difficult for you with some of the injuries, the team didn't do as well as you wanted. When you have a season like that, how do you approach the offseason? Do you change up your workouts? Do you do something different? How do you approach an offseason when you're coming off of a frustrating season for you and for the team?
Oh man, just heal up. Heal up because it starts there. Like you said, I was banged up a lot last year. Heal up and just lock in. Go back to work. I don't look at it as if I did something wrong with my off-season program last year. I've been doing the same thing each and every year, and I felt like I've gotten better in some aspects, certain things. So I'm gonna keep doing the same thing.
Lamar, Steve Bisciotti and Eric mentioned that you were a bit involved with the coaching search. Just what did that mean as a leader to provide your input, and what you enjoy learning about Jesse during that process?
Man, it was a great experience for me, knowing about all the conversations you have to have with a coach and interview guys, and it was extremely cool for me. And shout out to Eric and shout out to Mr. Steve for that. But Coach Jesse, like I said, he always has a smile on his face. He had the same thing during the interview, and it was just cool, down to earth. It was just cool to experience.
What's your reaction to the Ravens going to Brazil for a game?
I'm lit. We lit. I'm ready. Hello, Brazil. I love Brazil.
What are your thoughts on the rookies that the Ravens have brought in to be your next receivers? How has it been kind of getting on the field with them?
Guys are looking smooth, running great routes, catching the ball great. But it always look good, OTAs. You can't really tell what's going on until the season actually comes and we actually in the real game. I can never grade a guy from workouts all season or during camp, stuff like that. I'll wait till the season's going.
What would you retired by high school? What did that mean to you? What was that day like? Can you take us through that a little bit?
Oh, it was cool. Shout out to my guy Traquan Smith. That's the head coach for my former high school. He was my former teammate there, and we was actually playing against one of our other former teammates, Doyle, Aristotle. He's at Olympic Heights. But it was a great experience for me, just getting my jersey retired. I don't know, man. I wasn't looking forward to that because I felt like, I've been out of high school forever now, and I wasn't thinking that was going to happen. But for him to do that and the city to show so much love and the team, it was just a great experience for me, man. I loved everything about it.
Lamar, why was it important that you take part in voluntary workouts when maybe, I'm not saying it wasn't important in the past, but you've been, by all accounts, much more active and present here than in the past?
New system. I had to get the terminology down, knowing what guys are, just watching film and getting out on the field with my guys and knowing what guys going to be with certain routes, certain plays, hearing Coach call plays. Everything is new, so I had to be here.
What are your opinions of the new system so far, Lamar?
I don't want to give it away, Ryan. It's smooth. I love it. Just know I love it. And everyone else loves it.
How do you go about, new year, new players? How do you go about building team chemistry with the new players, as that things come in?
Man, just being yourself. God, I believe our team, we don't want fake guys around, just trying to be someone you're not. I'm always be myself, and I feel like guys gravitate towards that a lot. And, just speaking up for guys and doing what's best for them.
Entering year 9, just kind of how do you feel physically? I mean, Derek joked last week, sometimes getting up, touching his toes in the morning. Just kind of how do you feel physically entering the year?
Derek made it seem like we just old or something, but it's still normal for me. But just hearing you say year 9, that's crazy. That is crazy. One of the players just asked me, this year 9 for you? I think it was a rookie. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not an unk yet, dude. I'm 29. I just turned 29 in January, but man, it's still the same process for me, man. Just getting up and doing something I love. I'm cool with it. I don't have to been able to touch my toes, stuff like that. I don't have to do that. I'm locked in. I'm ready.
Status. Lamar, I'm sorry, but one more contract-related question. There's an NFL collusion grievance that was leaked last year.
Yeah.
In it, some of your texts to Eric were released. You asked for a fully guaranteed contract back in the last contract you negotiated. Is that something you'd still want for this upcoming contract, potentially fully guaranteed money?
What year was that? 2023, 2022?
2022 or 2023?
That conversation is in 2022. This is 2026. We're going to leave that conversation in 2022. But, yeah, we're going to leave it in 2022.
How, I guess, like, relative to what you wanted to be, how close were you to full health last year, like before you even got hurt? Like, people pointed to that hit that you took at the end of the Buffalo game.
It wasn't that hit from Buffalo game.
Did you feel like before you actually got sidelined against the Chiefs, you were running as well as you wanted to?
I believe Detroit game, because if you guys watched the game, I got caught by a lineman. I couldn't really burst Detroit game, but I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was just something just nagging until we played the Chiefs, and I tried to do a move. I just felt my hamstring just like, I can't even describe it to you this year. Like, it's crazy. But when it happened, But I felt like Detroit, it was the start of it, Detroit.
And you felt like, did you feel like you had fully moved past it by the end of the year, or were you still dealing with it then?
I probably was still dealing with it a little bit, but it's football. You're going to be banged up week 17, stuff like that. It's going to happen. You just got to move through things like that and keep playing football. And I felt like I was doing a great job at that. We had a chance to win the game, just didn't go our way.
What do you say to people that, with your style of play, there are people that have always wondered how long of a shelf life you have, especially at the top, and last year kind of gave that crowd a little bit of that ammo. What do you think about the people that felt like maybe that is a sign of where you're going?
I mean, that's one once in a lifetime thing that happened last year. People need to enjoy great things when it's happening. Don't try to prepare for when things don't go his way. That's what I feel. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
Two more for Lamar, please.
Lamar, the patches on your jersey. Can you break down a little bit of the patches you got going on the jersey?
Well, I feel like this is us winning the AFC North right here. MVPs speak for itself, and Pro Bowl. I think that's it. Pro Bowl. I don't know what the strong going mean. I don't know what that mean, but I believe I got them all right. Besides that.
What do you think of it? The kind of new end of practice drill you guys
I love it.
Jesse?
I love it. I feel like we making a tight-knit group with our team, just joining in together with our guys and competing, but a fun competition. And we need things like that to happen.
Speaking of the jerseys, what do you think were new ones, and which ones are your favorite?
I don't have a favorite yet because we haven't worn them in the game, but I like them all so far. Nope, I lied. Black might be my favorite. But then purple. I like the metallic type purple on the jersey. I don't know. We have to find out later on.
Lamar, what did it mean to you that one of the first things they did when they were hired, Jesse and Declan, was come down and see you and start building that relationship and that communication with you?
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I felt like that was a great thing to do because I was intrigued with those guys, doing the interview, just trying to pick their brain. And I felt like they was doing the same thing with me, And for Coach Jess to be the head coach and Coach Deck to be the offensive coordinator, both knew at their positions, really. They want to win, and I want to win as well. So I felt like it was great for those guys to come down and meet with me.
That surprised you?
No, I wouldn't say that because Giro, I actually met with Giro back in 2019 when he became my OC. Marty Morningwig ended up, departing. So it was cool. I wasn't surprised by it at all.
What's the coolest thing you did
Last
this
one, Jerry.
What's the coolest? This is going to be an easy one. It's a layup. What's the
up?
coolest thing you did this offseason? I mean, you've talked about a lot of different things. Was there anything that surprised you?
Get my jersey retired. All right, y'all.